While God created the world, the morning stars sang together. After God delivered Israel through the Red Sea, Moses and Miriam led the people in singing. God destroyed Israel's enemies under King Jehoshaphat, while the choir sang. When Jesus was born, the angels sang, and before going to the cross, he sang. God rejoices over us with singing, and one of the only things we know for certain that everyone will be doing in heaven is singing. At New St. Andrews College, we understand that music is not an elective. It is central to our being and identity. We endeavor to train all our students in a joyful and robust musical literacy that will help them shape culture in a Christ-like direction wherever they go. Additionally, we offer the Certificate of Music in conjunction with our bachelor's degree in liberal arts and culture for students who desire extra music training beyond the regular music courses they will take as a part of the core curriculum. In the certificate program, you won't simply appreciate music or listen to it or talk about it. You will do music. You will study it, analyze it, read it, write it, sing it, and play it. You will receive private instruction in your primary instrument, as well as secondary lessons in voice, piano, conducting, and other instruments. You will receive a solid foundation in music theory and analysis. You will study music history, church music, and music pedagogy. And when you graduate, you will leave with the ability to sing, play, understand, and steward music in whatever church or community you plant yourself. I'm Dr. David Erb, and this is the Certificate of Music at New St. Andrews College.
Hey y'all, welcome to Cross Politic. It's Friday.
Yes.
It's Friday. That means it's the weekend.
Okay.
Pastor Toby Chalk Knox, I'm the water boy on
I was
the
waiting for some
fight.
deeper meaning or something.
No, that's it. It's been a long week. I feel the tension from Knox.
That means it's Friday.
It's Friday. I thought
It's
you were
Friday.
like, it's the weekend wrap up or it's the week wrap up from Pastor Toby.
I am the weekend wrap up, and
okay.
every once in a while, there's just a note I got to read. So we got a lot of thank you notes for the conference and everything, but this particular one stuck out to me. All right. And this whole family, every mom, dad, kids, everyone wrote a note and then put an envelope and sent it to us. Super sweet.
What?
Super sweet.
Man,
but this is my favorite one. Dear Gabe, thank you for letting us bounce on the bouncy houses. Dale.
Yeah.
Way to go, Dale.
Dale.
I love it.
You're welcome.
I love it.
Right
I
to
know.
the point.
Right to the point.
Like that was the key thing.
Yeah.
Bouncy castles.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
We should always have bouncy castles for Dale.
Is there going to be bouncy castles at the Ark Encounter next
Hey,
year?
that's a good question.
man, I don't know yet because there's a park.
There's so many
and then
better
there's a
things than
petting
bouncy
zoo.
castles.
There's a stinking petting zoo. I
There's
don't
like
know.
bouncy camels.
Yeah, I don't know if I
How
can.
about bouncy
stop it.
camels, Dale?
Apparently, you can.
You down?
The little kids can ride on the camels.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Bouncy
Can they
camels.
Yeah.
You guys think I'm
Yeah.
kidding? I'm talking about
Yeah.
the bouncy
Yeah.
camels.
I didn't know that you can ride on the camels.
That's what
For the
you-
kids, they didn't say.
So
They didn't say. They
wait,
didn't say adults.
wait.
When I was saying that
You said
Knox
that.
was going to take a ride on the camel, it said camel rides.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I didn't see that. I was too busy looking at the art.
You thought
still.
I was kidding.
Like, wow.
I thought I was kidding.
That's funny.
I saw
Knox.
camel rides and
Yeah.
I was like,
I might jump on a camel.
I would pay money to see Knox ride a camel.
How much money?
Um,
Because there's some
A lot.
things. Get that camel ready.
You'll do it. You'll do it.
Get that camel. Where the camel at?
I mean, you put a saddle on a
I'd
camel.
jump on the camel.
how many of you
We'll find
would pay
out.
money
Yeah.
to see Knox?
I'll
That's
ride
right.
a
Offers.
camel?
Start submitting offers now.
Ride that camel.
Hey, stop sending your hard-earned money to companies that hate you. It's time to build a Christian economy. Bobo Construction is literally doing just that. For all your construction needs, partner with Bobo Construction today for any project in California, Nevada, Washington, or Idaho. And you can contact Austin Bobo at Bobo, A-B-O-B-O, at boboconstructioninc.com or visit their website at boboconstructioninc.com.
You know, after 2 years, I in the COVID stuff, everything that went down, you would think like guys like French and Russell Moore and all these, Fauci. They would eventually say I'm
Francis Collins.
What were you in? Huh?
wrong.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Are you stuttering?
I'm wrong.
You're raw?
Wrong.
It's
I can't do it.
Annie, can you help us?
Okay.
What's he saying?
Emily Oster, she wrote an article in the Atlantic. It's kind of been going around.
Yep.
I saw that
And she
article.
is like this economics professor at Brown University. She's a researcher and does all this stuff. She wrote this kind of, Dear Abby letter to the Atlantic saying, can't we just all, agree to amnesty?
Amnesty for what?
On what?
For COVID.
Oh, I thought she wanted amnesty for slavery.
Yeah.
But that'd be stupid, right? That'd be stupid.
But it was the word amnesty was kind of weird in the first place that she used.
Right.
No.
What?
Oh, you don't think so, Knox? You don't think so?
Amnesty means that you're guilty of something.
Yeah, that's right.
And you're getting let off even though you're guilty.
Yeah.
Look, one of the things she says in the article is that we found out that we were wrong. They weren't quite absolutely 100% right.
Oh,
It's a better way of saying it. It's a better way of saying it.
As she was going through teaching some courses in Brown. There's some other things that she said in the article, like, the consensus on schools in the U.S. were closed for too long. There's a complete consensus on that now. And it was
So follow the consensus now.
But most errors were made by people who were working in earnest for good of society.
Oh.
Were they now?
Oh,
For good.
For the good of society.
Yeah.
I don't
She's
actually...
talking about Dr. J. Bhattacharya and Ryan Cole.
Those
and,
people. Oh, she goes on. She
yeah.
goes on. I'm going to go through just a few more of these.
Okay.
These discussions are heated and unpleasant and ultimately unproductive.
Unproductive?
I don't think they are, actually. That's how we get to... Anyway.
It's like white people in 1985 or 1865 saying, hey,
this is
it's
heated.
amnesty,
Yeah, this is heated.
It's unproductive.
Unproductive,
Do we have to,
the
I mean,
time.
Reconstruction, really? Do we need to talk about it?
In the face of so much uncertainty, getting something right had a hefty element of luck. She a stand-up comedian.
Dr. J was just lucky. That's what it was.
You had Dennis
Rancourt.
Danae Rancourt.
Yeah.
You had a bunch of YouTubers that were out there who were telling the stories.
Dr. Peter McCullough.
Guys, we never changed our position one time from the very, very beginning of
jump.
the whole.
Yep.
And we're not scientists. Treating pandemic choice as a scorecard on which people racked up more points than others is preventing us from moving forward. Yes, because there was crimes made to humanity.
Literally.
So there's
crimes.
victims there that need justice done in order for... We have to put these fights aside and declare a pandemic amnesty.
Wow.
Wow. Moving on is crucial now because the pandemic created many problems that we still need to solve. Goes on to say,
your job at Brown University.
Let's acknowledge that we made complicated choices in the face of deep uncertainty, and then try to work together to build back and to move forward.
And that was when David French was saying, Christians were responsible for the death of over 200,000 people.
They weren't loving their neighbors by not getting the jab, not wearing masks.
Yeah.
If I cheated on my wife and she came in and caught me, baby, we all have done wrong.
Yeah, can we just have amnesty?
We are all guilty in this
Can we
situation.
just have amnesty?
We need amnesty in
Don't
this.
say guilty.
If
Don't say
we all made decisions and have done things that we are not proud of.
There we go. Good, much better.
In this situation, and we need to move on so we can have a healthier relationship right now.
We shouldn't be talking about the past.
And so I came up with 10 reasons why we can't have amnesty in the situation. So if you guys want to,
10 Commandments,
kind of, you're gonna bust me out.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Reason number one that we can't have amnesty is justice.
Oh,
that's the number one reason.
That's number one.
Because the first commandment was ignored, completely ignored. Inside the first commandment, one of the things that the Westminster Confession of Faith does, it says, what is forbidden in the first commandment? And one of the things that are forbidden is making man the Lord of your faith.
That's right.
And Lord of your conscience. That happened. That was one of the first things that happens. You got to put this on your face, and you can't go to church.
Right.
You can't go to church? Well, what did we just do? We made the civil magistrates, we made the governors, we made everybody who was our leaders the Lord of our faith and conscience.
You could go to church. It was just the strip clubs and the pot shops and Planned Parenthood.
Different church. Different church.
Right. Okay.
So that was the first
correction.
thing. The second reason we can't have amnesty on this is justice.
Didn't she just say that?
Well, kind of. The second issue of justice is they killed grandma and grandpa.
They did.
They killed our grandparents.
Cuomo.
They killed off our wisdom.
Cuomo.
Right? They put them in. We played a clip this week. Pastor, you better be happy you were gone.
It was
Because,
sad.
man, it was about to be.
It was sad.
I almost wet this whole table with my tears watching them have grandma in a nursing home. And
Her son's on the other side just filming and talking to her, and she's trying to tap on the door to open the door. I mean, it's super heart-wrenching.
They just,
Yeah.
and they took, and our parents died with, and then Tom Buck, his dad died in a nursing home, and his last thing his dad told him was, "Get me out of here."
Incredible. Yeah.
So justice, number
Incredible.
two. Number
Incredible.
3 reason why we can't have amnesty is because the government stole our businesses.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. And then they gave you a little money to kind of, hey, this is okay. It's okay.
Told you that your business wasn't yours and you can't have it open.
They robbed us and then sent us a little pinch
Pocket
of it.
change.
Pocket change of it.
Yeah.
Number 4 reason
That's
why.
called trying to buy you off, by the way. That's bribe money.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Number 4 reason why we can't have amnesty is because of justice.
Wait a second.
Uh-huh.
That's the 4th time you said justice.
Really?
There's a theme.
Really?
There's a theme developed.
To this? Oh, okay. Yeah, see, the government stole our jobs. They gave us either an option between the jab or our jobs. They stole from us. They're thieves. They stole our grandparents. They stole our companies. They stole our jobs from us. And they also weakened our military. Do you know that they made people in the military who are the tip of the spear? Well, go ahead, Pastor.
They're not done. They're still doing it.
They're still doing it right now.
Right now.
Justice, number 4.
I know people right now who are still being forced out of the military because they won't get the job.
Hochul says she'd do it again in New York, forcing everybody.
She do it all over again.
Amnesty.
Yeah, they're wrong, but let them keep doing it and don't let them be held accountable.
Number 5th reason
That's right.
why we
Number
can't have
5th.
Number 5th.
Uh-oh.
That's how crazy this is getting. No, I said it. I said what I said. Yeah. Number 5th reason.
It's been written.
Number 5th reason why we can't have amnesty. Can anybody guess what it is?
We're gonna go.
Pastor?
Justice.
Yeah. Yep. They made a Gestapo and arrested us for being outside and singing psalms.
Dude, I saw them arrest a mom.
Yeah.
Going to a park in Idaho. That was in Idaho.
Remember that?
In Idaho.
That was in Idaho.
Oh, my
Police
goodness.
arrest a mom, go to a park.
Yep.
She was at a park with her kids. They arrested her in front of her kids.
Right. Yeah. Was there anybody else there? No. Just a mom and
Just
her
mom
kids.
and kids.
And they were there to clean off everything, wipe it down so that they can play on the hole. That was
No, you remember they had taped it off.
Yeah.
They had put,
In a public
caution
space.
tape saying, you can't go in the park. They did the same thing in our parks here in Moscow. They put tape around the parks.
Yeah.
Do you remember anybody else, Gabe, who might have been arrested who was outside?
Psalm singing.
The Benets.
The Benets.
Sean and Rachel.
Rachel and Sean, husband and wife.
right.
Yeah,
They
young
were
couple.
Sweet little couple. My favorite thing about
singing Amazing Grace.
Yeah, my favorite thing about when Sean and Rachel got arrested is Sean was packing.
Yeah, I remember that.
And so they bring him over to the cop car, and he's like, "Yeah, I got a gun," and they're like, yeah, we might want to remove that.
Yeah, I think they were like, oh, how many other people around here?
Yeah, I think they knew a lot of us at church were packing. It was good.
The number 6th reason.
Number 6.
Number 6th reason why we can't have amnesty. They actually removed truth from the public square.
Yeah.
So they made that illegal.
You couldn't talk about anything in opposition to the narrative. Yes, sir, Pastor.
They're still doing that.
Oh, are they really?
Yeah. Right, they're not done.
Really?
Still doing it.
But no, can we do it
right now?
Right now.
Still doing it. In fact, if you're telling the truth, you're causing people to end up in their underwear at Paul Pelosi's house. Which is really bad and violent.
I'm still flummoxed on how a guy in underwear walked through a neighborhood and ended up in Paul Pelosi's house without anybody noticing. It's just I can't break that calculation down.
Hate speech. Hate speech.
See? Yeah, it's still illegal to speak the truth.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
You're causing violence. Yeah.
Number 7th.
Number 7. You want to take number 7?
I'll do that. I'll do that.
Number 7.
Justice.
Justice. Why we can't have
Okay.
amnesty.
All right. Number
Justice.
7. They broke the 2nd commandment and made idols of the state and state officials and doctors.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right.
And evangelical elites.
Oh,
That's right.
Let's not
oh
forget
my
that.
goodness.
That's right.
That is exactly right.
Francis Collins.
Yeah.
We had Megan Bashan on to talk about
and-
this.
Rick Warren.
Yeah.
And all those people that said, mask up, love your neighbor.
Ed Stetzer.
Yeah, if you're not obeying the official line, and they also agreed to suppress the truth.
That's
Yeah.
right.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
Like people like
Pastor.
Jay Bhattacharya.
Amnesty. Right. Number
Unbelievable.
8th reason why we can't have amnesty. This one really drives me crazy. they stopped the sacraments from being served in churches. Did you guys remember this?
Yeah. No, we had
This is like number one, right?
one of our local Lutheran pastors. Did we have him on the show?
I don't think we
just
did.
Talk about
We
it.
just talked about it.
the
I
situation.
joined the lawsuit with him against our governor.
He pointed out that it was legal to serve. You could deliver pizza to people's houses, but by law he was forbidden in Idaho for going like to his parishioners' houses and doing a small
at the door,
doing a small communion service at the door.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, remember all the pictures that they.
If we were in Washington, it would have been pot on top of the pizza.
Right, that'd be fine.
It'd be fine.
Yeah, because their sacraments are legal.
Yeah.
They literally were having baptisms with people in water bottles and sprinkler
Squirting.
systems.
You remember the squirt gun baptism?
They had, they were.
No.
I don't remember those being real. I thought that was a joke.
I don't think it was, but I mean,
Was it a
I
joke?
was.
It was real.
It was a joke.
Our
It was
producer
real?
says
I
that
thought
was
it was
real.
real.
It
Yeah.
says it was real.
Oh my goodness!
But either way, I mean, it's believable.
But we let them do that. There can't be amnesty over that. What are we at? Number 9?
Ninth.
Yeah, ninth. The ninth reason why we can't have amnesty is justice. They broke the covenant with us, and instead of serving us, we were treated like they're slaves.
That's true.
We have a contract here in America.
It's called the Constitution. That's right. That's right.
They are not our masters.
Right. No, they are our servants.
They are our servants.
Right.
And
They
instead,
serve us.
They treated us
Right.
like slaves.
Right.
And you want to have amnesty over that? I think not. Pastor, you want to take number 10th reason?
I'm going to go with justice.
You know what? You all right.
Yeah.
You all right. He's a good
I
pastor.
mean, I wasn't here for show prep, but I'm just going with that.
Yeah, you might be right on this one.
Yeah, they tried to kill Christians.
Christmas.
Oh, yeah. Christmas, too.
They tried to kill Christians and Christmas. Same thing, actually.
And Easter.
You guys, you Thanksgiving, Easter.
Don't invite people over.
Yeah.
Don't celebrate.
You'll kill grandma and grandpa.
Right.
When they're actually the ones killing grandma and grandpa. Yes, sir, Pastor.
They were trying to kill Christians.
That Christianity too.
Yeah.
Just put it all in there. That's what.
You remember our city council passed the social distancing mask man ordinance on July 2nd or 1st, 2 days before July 4th.
Right. Right. Well,
and our officials can't see the irony in that.
don't forget what they did to our brothers and sisters in Canada too.
Oh my goodness.
All
That's
this.
right.
I mean,
Oh my goodness.
I mean, these pastors who had who's the dude that had the fence all around his church?
James
James
Coates.
James Coates was arrested and imprisoned.
my
And they put
goodness.
layers of fence, not just one fence.
Hey,
layers.
we all made mistakes.
Well, hey, speaking of amnesty, Pastor Tim Stevens just got
exonerated.
acquitted.
He just got acquitted
of all
Praise God.
charges,
Praise God.
and not one word of apology to him. He was arrested. How many days was he in jail? 30, 34, 35, something like that. Twice. He was in jail twice.
Remember, James Coates was arrested and put in prison, and the same day
They released a
they
pedophile.
released a sex offender
Yeah.
and made public warnings
He's dangerous.
to the people that he was dangerous and likely to reoffend.
Same day.
Same day. Wickedness.
And the number 11th
I thought
reason.
you said it was 10.
No,
There's 11 commandments in our. Thou shalt be nice, but
the number 11th reason
number
of the
11th.
top 10 of why we can't have amnesty is they lied about medication.
Oh, yeah.
They lied about
now you
vitamin
got us,
D.
Now you got us canceled.
They lied
Now
about
you did
vitamin
it.
C.
Now you did it.
They lied about ivermectin.
Bleep that, Neil.
Oh, I can't. Oh, that's right, because it's still happening.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah.
You couldn't mention anything except for the vaccines.
Right.
And they wouldn't let doctors talk about this.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Doctors were getting removed. The great
Peter
Barrington,
McCullough right now is still going through medical challenges against his certifications and medical.
That's right.
So
They
is Jay
attacked-
Bhattacharya, isn't he?
They attack doctors and their.
I don't know. We got Jay coming on next week. We can ask him about that.
And all the Barrington
Declaration?
all the Barrington guys and the frontline doctors.
The one of the Barrington guys just got suspended. He was on an interview on YouTube this week, and it just got deleted. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
So hey, but TikTok, we actually
Should we do 12?
go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, do 12.
Justice. Okay, there we go.
Okay, there we go.
13. Justice.
Oh my goodness.
Wait,
I think you get the theme.
I gotta say this though. Go ahead, Pastor.
I mean, let's have amnesty, for all those police shootings too. Let's have amnesty
That's right.
for what else?
The Black Lives Matter and all the riots.
Yeah.
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 George Floyd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amnesty. Oh, amnesty. Yeah.
Amnesty. Amnesty. Let's all just admit.
Hey, let's go to Joe Biden and just say, hey, man, okay, global warming, whatever you think about it, let's just do amnesty. Amnesty.
This is the part of the reason I kept saying
let's let the oil permits happen.
What they actually mean is amnesia.
Yeah, these weren't just.
Let's all
that's facts.
Let's have amnesia.
Let's all forget about it.
Let's just forget
it. Yeah. But that's the thing, though. These are legal issues.
Yeah,
these are not just like, I'm sorry, I bumped into your car. No. You stole something from people. You lied to people. Right. You kill people. You don't just get.
So what I tweeted about this article was, I said, there's actually a really important distinction to be made here, because a bunch of people were responding this and saying, there's no way I'll ever forgive them. And
Wrong attitude.
And I want to make a distinction. Mm-hmm. There's a very big distinction between forgiveness and trust.
And justice.
Forgiveness and justice, forgiveness and qualification for office.
That's right.
And so
that's right.
If they ask for forgiveness, Christians must have forgiveness for them, and at the same time accept their resignations.
That's right.
And refuse to vote them back into the office again.
Hey, murderers can be forgiven.
Yeah, and executed.
And executed at the same time.
Right.
These two are not so far apart.
Exclusive there.
Love your enemy, do good to him, and if he asks you forgiveness, you forgive him, and if he committed a crime, you call the cops.
Okay, I actually think, in a weird way, TikTok might help us here.
Really?
Okay, because
this is the second time today.
I think we need an illustration here.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, it turns out that this was all a lie. Yep. I was really just kind of hoping we could put all this behind us and move on. Is that an apology? Because it doesn't really sound like one. I know that I called you a grandma killer, but I really just wanted what was best for you. I actually couldn't visit my grandma in the hospital or even attend her funeral, but my heart was in the right place. I also lost my business and my job. I had good intentions, and my kids' social, mental, and physical development was also hurt. Listen, we just didn't know. I knew, lots of people knew, but you refused to listen. Instead, you called us names and wished death upon us. Let's just call a truce, okay? But according to your hat, you care about social justice. What does that have to do with anything? Why don't you care about justice here? I don't hear you demanding apologies or reparations, because that would have to come from me, and we just need to move on. So you don't believe in accountability for systemic injustices when you're the one guilty. Can't we just build back and move forward? And I want to build back a system that allowed this to occur.
That's right.
Don't you want peace? I found this sign on the ground. Maybe you recognize it.
Just nailed it.
Yeah.
This is the thing, though. I am willing to have this conversation, though.
And I want to apologize to you. I want to apologize on behalf of the leadership of Green Run Baptist Church for misleading you and for causing you to stumble in sin. We have preached sermons encouraging you to stay home, to miss the church, the assembly, and that was wrong then, and it's wrong now.
Wow.
That wasn't worship then, and it isn't worship now. There are way too many scriptures that teach us that the people of God assemble together for worship. There are way too many scriptures that teach that we shouldn't forsake the assembly. All you got to do is read through the Psalms and listen to the people of God desire, hope, set their orders, set their affairs in order to be in the worship of God. They would rather be a doorkeeper, a servant in the house of God than have to miss it.
See, that's repentance. That's repentance. That's asking a different question.
That's Ed Stetzer?
Yes.
No.
I still believe in miracles, but I want to see.
I know he's Baptist, but I just didn't know which church he went to.
You don't hear a whole lot of that.
No.
You don't hear a whole lot of we sinned, we were wrong, we shouldn't have treated people like that.
Who did that?
That's a different conversation. What sounds like in this article is Amnesty is like, let's move on and forget about anything ever happened. No. That's
amnesia. That's what they're asking for. It's
amnesia.
All right, so the PCA. You think the PCA, church I grew up in,
Presbyterian Church in America,
denomination I grew up in, you think they would,
not the PGA,
kind of take a lead off this article and declare amnesty on the racism in the past? Okay, you would think.
Amnesty.
But instead, every couple years, every 2-3 years, the PCA has to kind of repent of the racism again. And
there's a lot of it out there, man.
And then they have to, maybe do a survey among the leadership on the racism. So, I got some friends. I'm actually grew up in the PCA and so some friends in the PCA.
You're also from Texas.
I'm also from all that good stuff.
One
right?
time you got arrested.
Right. All that good. Yep. And I sang psalms and in cell block 4.
We're never going to have amnesia about that.
And anyways, there's Erwin, my buddy Erwin.
Okay.
You just busted him out.
We met one time in DC and it was funny. But anyways, he's a head of like DEI in the PCA now. Oh. And so he's in charge of doing a survey.
Diversity, equity, and inclusion?
They don't call it that, but I'm calling it that. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, it's basically DEI in the PCA. And so he put out a survey to go out to the church leadership. Well, we get to fill it out today.
Oh.
And the reason why we get to fill it out is because I grew up in the PCA and I'm a mixed race guy. And so I think there's some reparations and I should participate in this survey.
Yeah.
It should include.
I'm Scotch and Irish.
Yeah, exactly. I'm mixed race, And I do have some Indian in me.
Yeah.
Little Chippewa and Choctaw and all that. So, but so also our answers. So our answers are anonymous. So we can go to the next.
Wait.
There's Reverend Irwin.
Yep. No, that's a letter he wrote about this survey. It was kind of postponed because of the pandemic, and all that.
Next.
An anonymous letter? Why?
Yeah.
I want to know.
Anonymous survey.
First, we'd like
So go ahead, just click on ruling. I self-identify as a ruling elder. So let's just
oh wow.
go ahead and click on ruling elder. Yes, you got to go a little faster than that, producer.
Come on.
Yep, there we go.
Whoa.
Oops, so slow. Okay. How necessary is it for the PCA Church to have a determined commitment in addressing racial problems, seeking racial reconciliation?
Extremely necessary.
You think extremely?
Extremely necessary.
No, I think not at all.
No, extremely necessary.
You want to do extremely?
Slightly.
Slightly. Let's negotiate.
Paper, rock, scissors.
Wait. Well, is it? I mean, is this like is this like the COVID problems?
Well, no, because if we find out there's nothing there, then we never have to talk about this again.
But isn't that what they did 2 years ago?
No, they didn't have a survey. We got
hit slightly. Just do a little bit. Hit slightly. Go next one. Okay.
This is racist right here.
And similarly, no, we're all mixed race. And similarly, to what degree do you feel the PCA leaders need to work toward greater racial integration within the PCA United States? Knox, we'll give Knox this one. We'll give Knox this one. Extremely. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, and this is real. We're actually filling it out right now. This is This is real. Okay.
On your own experiences in the PCA, how would you characterize the amount of racism, either intentional or unintentional, in the following areas?
I'm glad they put unintentional because the unintentional racism in the PCA, God needs to damn that unintentionality.
I'm gonna tell you,
microaggressions.
Yeah, microaggressions.
I walked inside of a PCA church. I first got in there. Everybody treated me like I was black.
Oh my goodness. Man.
Yeah, I walked into the PCA church and I was like, I want to get my kids the Lord's Supper. And now, the racism that came out toward my children. Whoa.
Because they were Indian?
No, because I wanted to give them the Lord's Supper.
They don't give it to Indian mixed kids?
No, the kids got to have a kind of age of accountability. They got to go and talk to the session and convince them that they're Christians.
I would say
an extreme amount.
In the policies and practices.
And I would say it's very unintentional though.
Yeah, but a moderate amount in the staff.
No. How many black staff we got?
No,
Erwin wrote the damn letter.
Yeah, I'm saying. But how many blacks do we have on the committee?
Yes, but
how many Jews do we have on the committee? How many abled? What's it? Abled?
Able-bodied people.
But I think
that's an Eddie Murphy reference for if you want to know.
There's still some unintentional racism.
I don't know that.
You don't know that?
I don't know that.
Okay.
I'm just telling you how I feel.
PCAA elders and local presbytery.
In your local presbytery.
I think it's all extreme.
None.
Yeah. Okay.
None.
Well.
No.
Yeah, none.
C.R. Wiley's in our presbytery. PCA congregants and local presbytery.
Oh man, there's some racist congregants. Yeah,
congregants are
those
extreme.
those peasants, extreme. Definitely, yeah. They're so racist they don't even know it.
They're like Seattle and Portland is just full of
racist. Yeah,
elders in our
own church.
They don't identify as racist, but I see them.
Yeah, you see, you know it. You know what's going on in their heart.
Yeah,
a good amount.
You know
a good amount. That's a good amount. Yeah.
Congregants in your own church.
A good amount.
Yeah, I'll say a good amount there. That's fair.
Kinnism is crazy.
That's fair. Yeah. Okay. The following areas you rated in the previous question. To what extent do you perceive the racism as intentional, unintentional, or both? So unintentional, again, microaggressions.
Both all the way down.
Micro,
Both all the way down.
That's actually right.
Both all the way down.
They don't know.
They know and they don't know.
They know and they don't know that they know. And they know that they don't know, but they don't even know that they don't know.
Oh, man, I can't believe how racist the PCA is. Because, I mean, that, like, the both is ultimate racism.
Can you share some of your own personal experiences where you have been affected by racism in the PCA?
When Ed Stetzer said we had to shut down our churches.
But Ed's not PCA. That's not PCA.
I want to put that down anyways.
I can actually give you a real story.
But this is at Lifeway.
Yeah.
When I wanted to go to seminary, I wanted to go to a seminary that was very, very conservative. So Greenville is where I wanted to go.
Oh, yeah.
And they told me, why don't you go
they wouldn't even let John Knox in.
No. Yeah. But I said, why don't you go to where your people are?
What?
At RTS.
Oh, no!
Your people at RTS?
No!
I'm not lying. And I sat there and was like, my people.
Oh, my goodness.
So guess where I went?
Greenville.
Yeah,
go to Greenville,
Of course.
100%. Wow, because you were at a PCA church in Georgia, and they said that to you.
And here's the deal. I wanted to go.
Wow.
I had no problem figuring out how to be black. I've been black my whole life.
Yeah.
Presbyterian,
You're pretty
not
good.
so much.
You were born black, man.
I was not born Presbyterian, so I wanted to go where the people were the most Presbyterian.
Okay.
Do we have to keep doing this?
Can we be done?
I kind of wanted to do the whole thing, but I mean,
I don't.
I just wanted them to get our results in their survey. That's what I really want. We'll finish it later. Okay, we'll finish it later. All right, Erwin, you're getting a nice representative of some mixed race people who've all
experienced bigotry.
So
what did we just do?
We're helping the PCA.
Right. Can we have
and we declare amnesty in the PCA. That's ultimately our goal.
Or amnesia.
I want amnesia on this.
Yeah, right. Hey, by joining the Fight, Laugh, Feast Army, not only will you be aiding in our fight to take down secular and legacy media, but you'll also get access to content placed in our club portal, such as past shows, all our conference talks, and exclusive content for club members that you won't be able to find anywhere else. Lastly, you'll also get discounts for all our conferences, including the Ark Encounter.
That's coming up.
Ark Encounter. Next year, October. What's the dates? 13th, 14th?
Something 12th, 13th, 14th, I believe. Yeah.
So go to flfnetwork.com, fightlaughfeast.com, and sign up today.
And we just added for club members a social media experience on the website. So you can go to fightlaughfeast.com. You can log in as a club member, and then all the club members can network with each other. We've actually had this request for about 2-3 years now. Yeah. And a lot of club members have been wanting to fellowship and meet and know each other and all that stuff. So we got a couple thousand club members, and we're building a social media experience. And if you want to join the club and participate in that experience, this is great. I hope businesses and relationships are formed through this club
enough.
membership.
You know what time it is?
Yep. It's time for
the Cross Politic Weekly Wrap Up with Pastor Toby.
Hey, it's been a little while since we're doing this. Hey, on Monday, we celebrated Reformation Day by talking to Marcus Pittman and Laura Clausen from Choice 4-2 about the new animated short called The Procedure, which graphically depicts a sonographer's testimony witnessing the murder of a baby girl by abortion many years ago. The video now has over 1 million views, thanks to you, and counting.
Wow.
And if you missed it, look it up now, share it in your feeds.
The Procedure.
With your friends. It's called The Procedure. We're working and praying for a new reformation. May God use videos like this to wake up our apostate nation from its drunken and rebellious stupor. On Tuesday, we played 20 questions with Shamika Michelle, and even though she said she wasn't very excited to call herself a Christian, she took us all to Sunday school and said that the Bible has already been written. And if you got a problem with the Bible, you got a problem with God. She's doing really good work out there, telling the straight truth, all fire, no ice. On Wednesday, Gabe and Knox put together a brilliant show that I watched on double speed earlier today about the red wave scaring the left, which is grasping for talking points when they've been driving our nation into the ground. Man, if you didn't see that grandma in the nursing home begging to be let out, if you didn't read that tweet from Tom Buck about his father suddenly dying after asking to be let out, you need to. My own wife's grandparents died in a nursing home, and our last visit was through glass, with us standing outside singing to them.
So wicked.
What we did to our parents and grandparents is reprehensible, responsible. And if nothing else, do everything you can to prepare to take care of your own parents and grandparents now.
That's right.
We need Christian care centers that don't take any federal money and are free from government mandates. And we need to hold these politicians and their evangelical pimps accountable. Right. Gabe also gave a great meditation on Psalm 24 on our King of Glory. And if you thought that version of the psalm was cool at normal speed, just try it on double speed. It'll rock you. Yesterday, we had Luke and Jen from Gravity Jack, one of our latest sponsors, in the studio talking about augmented reality, virtual reality, Web 3, which I learned about, and Christians taking dominion of tech. I just go around talking about Web 3 now. You guys know
just
about
throw
Web
that
3?
around.
Y'all know about Web 3? Hey, what's up, Web 3? Yeah. Christians taking dominion of technology in the future. They had a pretty amazing testimony of how God saved them and healed their marriage. Amazing. And they're doing some amazing work for the kingdom. We began the week with a really heavy show. Thinking about the judgment of God during COVID is also very sobering. But as the people of God, we should see all this as God on the move. The depravity of abortion is being more and more clearly exposed.
That's right.
That's God.
That's right.
The violence and cruelty of the left is being more and more clearly exposed.
Shine the light.
And while some are continuing in their blind and insane ways, many of God's people are waking up. The King of Glory is on his throne. And it's not like he needs massive majorities. He saves with many or few. He used Gideon's 300 men. He sent 12 guys out to evangelize the Roman Empire. And here we are 2,000 years later. So think big, dream big, pray big, plan big, lift up your heads, O you gates, and the King of Glory will come in. This world belongs to our King, and the machinations of the wicked always collapse. And you end up with confused old men in their underwear holding hammers. As a prophet, one of your own once said, every little thing is going to be all right.
If you're single, get married. If you're married, have you some kids. And if you have kids, go baptize them. Until Monday, love God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. Love your neighbor as yourself. Go fight, laugh, and feast. This is Cross Politic. Number 15 reason why.
Justice! Justice!
Struggling to catechize your kids? Is just reading a question and waiting for an answer not engaging enough? Wish there was a better way to train up your children? Now there is.
Question 1. What is the chief end of man? Answer. Man's chief end is to glorify God and to enjoy Him forever.
This is where Dave and I plan this year's company holidays.
Let's go through the list.
Easter, too religious.
St. Patrick's Day?
Too white. Mother's Day?
Way too cisgendered.
All of your usual holidays have been canceled this year.
But we still have Karl Marx's birthday!
Need a real reason to party? Find a new job at redballoon.work.